Welcome, sir. Welcome to the Gnanamitra stage. All live setup is done, sir. You can start.
1 second. Share the screen share చేసినాము.
Yeah.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి.
Sir, session has to be in English.
Yeah, okay. All right. So on behalf of 21st Century Life Skills Training Academy, we welcome you all to today's program. So this organization has been transformed as 21st Century Life Skills Foundation, and we are offering training and counseling to various age groups and professionals. So this is about me. I am Ram, ML Ram, popularly known as Shivaram. I am a corporate trainer. I have been giving NLP, TA, counseling programs along with the spiritual science training programs. Then today's topic is the 7 habits to be a master. We'll understand how to become a master of our life. This is most important these days. To become a master, we need some keys. We know many principles, laws, but we have to make it as a habit. Unless you make it as a habit, it won't become our own. So this is the essence of the name habit. Habit means the work we do regularly is an habit. The first habit to become a master of our life is the habit of purity. And this program has been taken from Dr. Deepak Chopra's 7 spiritual laws of success. Okay, he has explained how it will help for success. He explained as a loss, but we take it as a habit. Unless we take it as a habit, we can't make it our own. So the first habit to become a master of our life is purity. What is that purity? How it comes? Let us understand. So purity comes by being silent. Being silent is nothing but doing meditation. Doing meditation is connecting to our inner spirit. So till pandemic situation, we used to roam outside. Everybody used to focus more on everything, right? More on their work, more on their various aspects of profession, outside things. But now the pandemic has taught us to go within. So to connect to our inner spirit, we'll get the purity of mind and purity of ourselves. Along with that, practicing non-judgment. We should not judge anything. So this is the situation where we have been judging by seeing news, by watching news, by reading newspapers. We are judging the situation there, and we are judging the environment. If you stop judging, if you practice non-judgment, and if you connect with yourself by doing meditation, we'll get the purity of our mind. All right. So what is this meditation is all about? Let us understand. Let us see. Meditation is a mindfulness meditation. It is also known as breath meditation. How it comes? Let us see what to do, what are the advantages, we'll understand. So along with the non-judgment and being with our connecting with our inner self, we need to commune with the nature, and we have to see sunset, oceans, fragrance of flowers, so that we'll get the purity. The main purity of our mind comes by doing meditation. The benefits of meditation are, let us see, doing meditation is to get spiritual health. As the WHO has said, WHO says it is not, if you are not healthy, if you are not healthy by being no physical illness, if you are healthy physically, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, and socially, then only you will be healthy, he says. In 90s, if you want to succeed in life, it was discovered that IQ is needed. After that, CQ, confidence quotient. And after that, EQ, emotional quotient. The now, right now, we need spiritual quotient. We need spiritual health to understand more about ourselves, to get purity of our mind and purity of ourselves. So the benefits of meditation are, we can heal our diseases, small chronic diseases we can heal. Acute chronic diseases takes some medicines are needed, but acute problems can be solved by doing meditation. Our memory power increases a lot. Wasteful habits dies very naturally by doing regular meditation, and mind stays in peaceful and joyful state. Your work efficiency increases a lot by doing meditation. Sleep time requirements reduces, means 1 hour of practicing meditation is equal to 6 hours sleep. So that much energy you will be getting. And relationship increases, your quality of a relationship increases a lot. Our thought power, we need to create many things, right? Creating a job, creating money, creating wealth, creating life partner. Our thought power increases very tremendously by doing meditation. And we'll understand what is right and what is wrong. Till now, what we are doing, if you want to know what is right, what is wrong, we are asking our friends, we are approaching others. But this meditation practice will enhance the ability to understand your right and wrong. You will understand on your own, and you will understand the purpose of your life. Your purpose of your life, if you understand the purpose of your life, automatically your efficiency, your happiness, what we need is happiness, health, and prosperity. All these three things can be achieved by doing this. So we'll go in detail of this. Enhancing memory power, wasteful habit dies, work becomes efficient, and thought power increases a lot. Right and wrong can be understood. You will understand the purpose of life. So this is the first habit of life. So from today onwards, let's give time to ourselves by doing meditation. Meditation means giving time to ourselves, and self love. It increases our self love, which is more important these days. All issues, all ailments are because of, due to self lack of self love. So this self love can be enhanced by doing meditation, my dear friends. So this is the first habit. Let us take a conclusion. Let us take a decision today that from today onwards, I will give time to myself by doing meditation. Meditation can be done according to your age. If your age is 20, 20 minutes. If your age is 30, 30 minutes. Anytime, ATM, anytime meditation. APM, any place meditation. ASM, any situation meditation you can do. So that is the first habit we have to cultivate to become a master of our life. So meditation is the most important subject, most important spiritual health will gain through that. So which we can understand more about ourselves. As we get the purity, as we understand that habit, as we have started practicing that, automatically another habit will be inculcated in us: giving and receiving. Giving and receiving, not receiving and giving, my dear friends. Giving and receiving. What to give, what what to receive. Always we say receiving and giving. No, no, no. Giving and receiving. Whatever we want, we have to give. Giving and receiving. See, we have three ways. Only taking is devilish nature. Giving and taking is human nature. And only giving is divine nature. So from human conscious to divine conscious, if you want to grow from human conscious to divine conscious, we need to cultivate the habit of giving. And few people say that I always give everyone, I never take. Few people say they always receive, they never give. So both are incorrect, my dear friends. We need to cultivate the habit of giving and receiving. What to give? Let us see. So giving others what you want in your life. Whatever you want in life, you can give them. So whatever comes, we need to accept gracefully, openly. So few people will object while if anybody offers anything, they reject it. No, that is the nature's way of giving us. So this is the most important habit we need to cultivate. And not only money, my dear friends, even silently we can wish others. If you want joy and happiness, you need to wish in the mind everybody should be happy, everybody should be joyful and laughter. So by giving and receiving, caring and appreciation, love, your wealth will circulate in your life just by giving. If you want money, you have to donate it. If you want knowledge, you can share it. If you want energy, you can do meditation and you can teach others meditation. And you can also spread this type of messages by teaching or making others to practice. So this is what is giving. What we want, we need to give it to others. I want knowledge, so I am spreading this knowledge. See, I want money, then I will start donating. I'll donate books. I'll donate magazines. This is how I'm doing. So this is the second habit to be cultivated. Purity, habit of giving and receiving. We need to check, my dear friends. If you want to get whatever you want in life, you have to start giving what you want. If you want health, you need to wish in the mind everybody should be healthy. Or you need to teach others how to be healthy. I'm giving health programs. To be healthy, I'm teaching healthy programs. I'm giving health concepts to others. And the third is the habit of knowing karma, cause and effect. Cause and effect. So for every effect, there is a cause. See, today we are discussing this is the effect, this is the cause. At least 1% of change, 1% of improvement comes in you. So that will be the effect. Definitely, effect will be there. Today it is happening. This is the effect. So cause maybe someday Vani might have thought I have to organize programs like this. And those who are listening to this may have thought that I have to listen good programs. And someday I might have thought that I have to spread this knowledge. So these all things made synergize us to cause this effect. So cause has happened and effect is being happening. We are seeing now. And with this cause, what we are listening today will bring at least 1% of improvement in you if you really observe that. So friends, so purity and giving and receiving and the habit of karma, understanding cause and effect. If you understand this, you will understand your life and you will become a master of your life. So to understand that, you need to understand very important thing that we have Always we have choices. So whatever you want to do anything, then you question yourself by doing this action. Will it harm me or will it help me? Will it harm others or will it help others? What will be the consequences? You need to question yourself and you need to take a best choice available. And whenever you speak, you have to think that whether this harm, whether this makes gives happiness to others or me, we need to question this. For every choice, for every action, for every word, for every thought we get, our thoughts becomes words, words becomes actions. So three things we need to bring, we need to understand that. So will this harm anyone? So never ever harm anyone with our voice, thought, or deeds. And every time which we question this, will this choice brings happiness to me? Ask your heart for guidance. Heart will guide us. For example, you want to go somewhere else. In this pandemic situation, we need to travel. One, I have got an opportunity from other district. They invited me for a group training program, offline training program. So I said yes. Whenever I am doing meditation, my heart guided me not to go there. No need to go there. Don't go out. So immediately I called that person and said, sorry, I can't come in this month or next month. I'll plan after December. So our heart will guide us, my dear friends. If you want to listen to the heart, we need to cultivate the habit of purity. We need to cultivate the habit of giving and receiving. We need to cultivate the habit of questioning ourselves whenever we are doing anything. Questioning that choice is harming or helping others. If you cultivate these three habits, it will make you a wonderful, energized person. You will become a master. And then, if you practice this purity, giving and receiving, and understanding cause and effect, then another habit comes into the limelight, that is called least effort, getting with least effort. So what we are doing right now is we are doing 80% effort, we are getting 20% result. If you cultivate these habits, it will make you to work effort 20% and 80% result you will get. So in order to get 80% result by doing 20% effort, so we need these habits to be cultivated. Habit of purity, habit of giving and receiving, habit of understanding cause and effect, and so that we will reach effortlessness, least effort. See fishes, see them, they swim, they want to do lot of much effort to go through the water. Simply, it will swim lightly. Why? It is going along with the water. It is not going against to the water. So if you go against to the natural principles, it takes hard work. So we need to go along with the nature's laws, nature's principles. So these are all the nature principles, my dear friends. And how to how do we get but this least effort? By accepting every situation and the people. If you cultivate the habit of accepting people and situation as it is, you will get this getting least effort habit automatically. And taking the responsibility of every situation. Never ever blame others. We have to stop the blame game. If anything good happens, we feel that because of me it happened. If anything goes wrong, we will blame others because of them, because of my family, because of my team, it happened. Never ever, my dear friends. Good happens with your deeds and actions, and bad also happens with your deeds and habits. You have to take the responsibility of both the success and failure. Take the responsibility of any situation. Never ever blame anyone, my dear friends. Blame. We need to stop the blame game. So this will make us to get the habit of least effort. If you cultivate these two principles, automatically we can be least effort. We can work with the least effort. So this is what happens in the thing. So next is the habit of intention and desire. We have many intentions, right? We have many desires. You can check yourself. Desires are limited or unlimited. How many desires do you have? Few says unlimited desires we have. Few says I have 10 desires, 5 desires, like that. Desires never be unlimited, my dear friend. Desires are continuous. When you are in high school, your desires will be different. If you come to the college, your desires changes. If you join a job, your desires changes. After getting marriage, your desire changes. So desires are continuous. Desires never be unlimited. If you think your desires are unlimited, start writing your desires. Never you can't stop at all. Number of books you have to continuously write. But after 10 or 15 or 20 or 30, it will stop. You can't write more than that. You check it, you find it out. So we have intention to create anything. So the habit of intention and desire, how it happens means we need to understand this. Intention and desire means before that we need to have a dream. Dream is not what you see in sleep, it is the thing which doesn't let you see. What Abdul Kalam says is, low aim is a big crime. You have to dream big, he says. Big dream. If you have a big dream, you can work for that. You can plan accordingly. So if you want to fulfill your dream, if you want to fulfill your intention, if you want to manifest your intention, we need to set a goal. Goal is needed. How goal should not be? Goal should not be like a dried leaf. Why? Dried leaf goes wherever wind blows. Our goal should not be like that. It should not be like Autowala. Autowala, if you say Autowala, come here, Autowala, Musharabad, Amirpet, they will come. If you don't have goal, everyone will disturb you, everyone will call you for their needs. So goal should not be like a dried leaf. Goal should be like a targeted arrow. It should be like a targeted arrow. You should have a specific goal, smart goal. So what to do with that? You have to write your goals. Your intentions, your dreams have to be decided as a goal, and you have to keep it a time bound. Goals are 3 types. Long-term goal, what you want to be after 5 years, you need to write. And MTG, mid-term goal, what you want to be after 3 years. And third is STG, what do you want to be next year? 1 year goal, 3 years goal, 5 years goals. Long-term goal means 5 years. Mid-term goal is 3 years. Short-term goal is 1 year. How you want to be next year? So if you want to achieve the same success which you have before pandemic, you need to double your skill. You need to double your performance. You need to reinvent yourself. You need to rediscover yourself. This pandemic has taught us improve yourself. Go within, understand more about yourself. Align with your inner potential. This is what the pandemic situation has taught everyone, my dear friends. So you have to write the goal, and you have to see before going to bed and soon after waking up from the bed. So this is how we can practice. So this makes us to manifest our intention. So if you want to manifest your intention, you have to write your goal. You can sit in the meditation silently. After 2-3 minutes silent, you can release the thought. I want to achieve this. Release the thought and then be quiet. Release the thought and be quiet so that you will get energy to manifest your intention. So purity will make you. Purity means practicing meditation, aligning with yourself. So that will make you. If you don't have goal, you don't know where to go, why to go. If you really have a goal, everything universe will uh, give you what you want. If you have a goal, everything comes to you. I have transformed my goal as online training programs. I used to give various offline programs. I decided to conduct online programs. I wrote as a goal, I visualized it. I released my thought in meditation. Now I have completed uh, 6 batches of holistic health, 7 batches of personal transformation, and I'm also giving NLP online training programs, my dear friends. It happens only by writing the goal. Unwritten goal, unwritten goal remains as an unfulfilled desire, my dear friends. You need to write on the paper. You need to write on the paper. You need to practice it. You need to visualize it. You need to release the thought and you have to do meditation. Sankalpa Shakti that will give you. And after after writing our goals, after releasing thought in the mind, now detach. The habit of detachment comes into picture. See, bird flies without any attachment anywhere. Detachedly, it flies like that. You have released your thought. You have set your clear intention. You have given it to the universe. You have sent it to the universe. No problem, it will come. Don't attach to the result. Remain open to all the possibilities. For example, a person has decided to earn 1 lakh per month, 1 lakh per month. After 2 days of releasing his thought, a offer came that 2,000 per program offer has come. That person has confused. Hey, I thought of getting 1 lakh. This is what is this? 2,000 offer came very little. He did not take that offer. So what is that? Even if you have goal of getting 1 lakh per month, if you get at least even for 500 program offer also, you need to utilize it. Universe has started giving you these 500, 2,000 programs comes and it becomes 1 lakh. So I told, oh, I did a mistake, he says. So we need to accept all the possibilities. You have to enjoy the every moment. Accept uncertainty. Okay, so this is what we need to cultivate. Being detachment means this is what. For example, you went to a hotel, you have ordered a dosa. Oh, I want dosa without onion, without mirchi powder, this, you will order it. Simply you will order it and you will sit wherever you sat. That's all, it's enough. You needn't to see this side, that side, whether he brings it or not. You need not check every time. So he will bring it and keep you. So similarly, universe will give. Once we order it, if we won't send any negative thoughts, if we accept the all the possibilities, all the uncertainty, automatically we will, our wish will be fulfilled. So this is what the law of nature, my dear friends. And the last very important thing is, as 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 we follow all these habits, so this following dharma comes into picture. Purpose of life. Everybody's purpose of life is following dharma. Means what? Let us see. Dharma means whatever we have, we need to give others. We need to spread others. For example, whatever talents you have, you write it on the paper. Check what you love to do. I love to teach. I love giving programs. Vani loves organizing programs. That's why she is doing that. I love teaching, so I have started teaching. So write all your talents. Ask how can you help others. Every time question yourself, how can I serve others? This is the ultimate purpose of our life. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, in whatever profession you are, we need to cultivate the habit of serving people, helping people. So this comes by practicing all the six. Automatically it will come. So if you cultivate all the habits, automatically you will become a master of our life. We have to be, we are not a master of others life, we are master of our own life. So this is how we can become. So by practicing, by cultivating the habit, these seven habits, what happens, how this meditation help us is, meditation will awaken our, activate all the energy systems in our body. We have seven different energy systems in our body. In our energy body, it will be placed. So they are called chakras. So if you follow all these seven habits regularly, automatically these these systems will be energized. Seventh is not a chakra, that is a stage. We can say these are stages: Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agna, Sahasrara. We are seeing various issues outside, right? We are facing a lot of issues. All the issues are due to inactivation of all these energy systems in the body. If you cultivate the habit of these seven habits, which we have learned now, all these seven energy systems will be activated. So soon after activation, all the issues, you will understand why it has come, why this issue has come, how to resolve, you will understand it. So Muladhara is being, and Swadhisthana is feeling, Manipura is willing, and Anahata is love, Vishuddha is speaking, Agna is seeing, and Sahasrara is knowing. How these blocks will come, big blocks will be there, and Muladhara is blocked because of fears. We see we'll have a lot of fears. So this pandemic has created a lot of fears, and it has awakened the inner fears in us. I have been doing a lot of counselings. Previously, before pandemic, I used to do weekly two or three counselings. Now, weekly 10 to 15 counseling sessions I am doing. So fears have been triggered a lot. So Muladhara is blocked by fear. So the issues will be, survival issues will be there. You will suffer from survival issues like, getting job, getting money, getting enough facilities. It will be a challenge to you. So if it will be activated, these problems will be solved. Survival problems will be vanished by cultivating the habit of seven habits. If you cultivate, automatically, slowly, one by one, it will be activated, my dear friends. And Swadhisthana is blocked by guilt feeling. You never did any wrong, but our inner says, I did this wrong, that wrong, that wrong. So many wrongs, we'll always think of that. So that guilt will block Swadhisthana. By cultivating these seven habits and by doing meditation regularly, and this block will be vanished. So this pleasure problems will be there, right? So that you can come out of these issues. And third, Manipuraka is blocked by shame, feeling shame, shame. Why we don't know? We'll have inferiority complex. So willpower issues will be there. We won't have confidence. We won't have confidence to do anything. So by doing regular meditation, by following these seven habits, this blockage will go away, and you will come out of willpower. Your willpower increases a lot. And Anahata is blocked by grief. We feel somebody else have been done something to you, something have been done by something, this person did something, our parents did something, We always recite some unknown, unnecessary things inside that led to grief. So it leads to deals with love. If you go on doing meditation regularly by cultivating these 7 habits, your love increases a lot. Love energies comes. Your heart chakra opens. So you will be a lovable person. You will be loved. Everybody loves you. You will love everyone. And then Vishuddha, throat chakra, is blocked by lies. So from childhood onwards, by scaring of parents and by scaring of teachers, we'll start lying things, telling lies, hiding things. If you go on hiding things, your throat chakra will be blocked, my dear friends. So if you do, and the truth issue, we never tell truth. We never come across the truth. If you go on doing meditation by practicing all the 7 habits regularly, automatically this block will be vanished and this will be activated. You will speak truth. Truth will come to your voice. Truth comes out of you. What is truth? I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the soul. I am not the intellect. I am a soul. I am an energy being. I am a conscious being. You'll understand the truth by doing meditation. All right? By speaking necessary things, stopping unnecessary things. And then next, Agna is blocked by illusions. Illusions. Many people have a lot of illusions in this pandemic situation. I may get corona. If I die, what happens? If I don't perform, what happens? All illusions. All illusions are happening due to blockage of this Agna. Insight issue, we can't see properly, we can't understand properly. So if you go on doing meditation and cultivating these 7 habits, your block will be vanished. It will be activated. You will have a lot of insights, not outside. You will see from inside, third eye chakra. Your third eye opens. You will understand more about yourself, why you are suffering from a situation, what will be the solution. You'll understand a lot. And the last stage, 6 are chakras and 7th is the stage, and that is called Sahasrara. This Sahasrara is blocked by ego and attachment. Over ego, I know everything. And attachment, we will be attached to everyone, mother, father, teacher, friends. We came alone, we go alone. We have to understand the truth. So since we do not have truth, don't know the truth, we are in ego or attachment. So if you go on doing meditation, cosmic energy comes from the Sahasrara. If you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. When your mind becomes empty, cosmic energy enters into your Sahasrara and it flows through Agna, Vishuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, and then Manipura. All the Mooladhara, all the chakras will be, energy systems will be activated. You need not do any chakra meditation at all. Just by doing meditation regularly, by following these 7 habits regularly, automatically all these chakra systems will be awakened and you will be a master of your life. You will understand more about yourself, more about your situation. You will understand the truth. So this is what is the program is all about. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
మెడిటేషన్ ఏమైనా చేయించుతారా సార్?
ఓకేనా? ఓకే.
చేయించండి.
ఓకే, ఇప్పటి వరకు తెలుసుకున్నాం కదా, వాటన్నిటి మీద మనం మెడిటేషన్ చేద్దాం ఒకసారి మంచిగా అన్ని. సో స్పెట్స్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు తీసేయండి, చేతుల్లో చేతులు వేసుకోండి, కాళ్ళను క్రాస్ చేయండి. చైర్లో కూర్చుంటే క్రాస్ చేయండి కాళ్ళను. ఎక్కడైనా కూర్చోవచ్చు, కింద కూర్చోవచ్చు, చైర్లో కూర్చోవచ్చు, బెడ్ పైన కూర్చోవచ్చు.
సార్ ఇంగ్లీష్, సారీ టు ఇంటరప్ట్.
సారీ. So we have to clasp our hands. We need to cross our legs. Our sitting posture should be comfortable. A, B, C, D. You'll understand how to practice meditation. A for asana. Asana means sitting posture. You can sit in the chair, you can sit on the bed, you can sit in sofa, wherever you want. You needn't sit on the floor. If you wish to sit on the floor, you can. Then you have to close your eyes, sit comfortably. There should not be any strain on the any part of the body. Body should be comfortable. A for asana. B for breath. Be with the breath. Soon after closing our eyes, just be with your breath. Normal, natural breath. You needn't inhale or exhale. Just be with the breath. And as you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. Then you will get C, means cosmic energy. Cosmic energy, which is the basis of all energies, will enter into your body through your Sahasrara. All your chakra systems will get energized. Your body, physical body, all the 7 bodies will be energized. And D, D for divine experiences. You may see many things. You may see colors. You may see animals, god or goddess. You may see various energies in the form of colors. So this is called divine experiences. So let's be with our breath. The habit of purity comes by doing meditation, my dear friends. Sitting silently by closing our eyes is meditation. Spiritual health, spiritual science starts with the process of meditation. No mantra, no yantra, no tantra, just only with the breath. You needn't see anything, you needn't chant anything, just being with our breath, mindfulness of your breath. All if as you close your eyes, your 90% energies which are going out through your eyes will be saved. As you observe the breath, your mind becomes empty. The energy, 80% energy which is being wasted through our unnecessary thoughts will be saved. The energy, 88% energy goes out with our mouth, with our words, will be saved by sitting silently. All the saved to enhance our thought power. You can create anything by energizing yourself, my dear friends. By doing meditation, you will become a master of your life. You will become an energy enhancer. This is the most powerful energy enhancer, my dear friend. Your fear, your inferiority complex, your negative emotions, your bad habits will all be automatically vanished with this energy. ATM, any time meditation, any time you can do. APM, any place. ASM, any situation. Daily 2 times. Take a decision, my dear friends. From today onwards, I give time to myself. I love myself. If you really want to improve your self-love, you need to practice meditation regularly. Meditation brings health, wealth, and you can create whatever you want in life. You will understand you are an energy being. By doing regular meditation, you will understand that you are not a body, you are not a mind, you are not an intellect. You are an energy being, you are a soul being, you are a conscious being. Change, change outside comes by changing conscious inside, my dear friends. Awakening the consciousness happens by doing meditation. 5 more minutes. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just be with your breath. Going within is meditation. Making our mind empty is meditation. Cosmic energy intake depends on the emptiness of our mind. How much emptiness we get, that much energy will gain. As we have three Newton laws, we have three laws of meditation. First law of meditation is be with the breath. Second law is when you are with the breath, your mind becomes empty. Third law is when your mind becomes empty, you will receive cosmic energy. Cosmic energy enters into 272,000 nerves of our body. All our nerves, nervous system will be completely energized. All the blocks, physical blocks, mental blocks, emotional blocks, intellectual blocks will be vanished by doing meditation. Meditation is the wonderful 21st century wonderful tool to be happy, to create whatever we want. By doing regular meditation, you'll understand you are a creator. You create your own reality. You'll understand this spiritual reality. You'll understand many more spiritual laws by doing regular meditation. Let's cultivate the habit of doing meditation regularly, my dear friend, morning and evening. Take a decision. From today onwards, I start the day with meditation and I end the day with meditation. In between, if time permits, I will. Three more minutes. Just to be with the breath. Be aware of yourself. Even the thoughts or disturbances come from outside and inside. Be aware of that. Be witness. Two minutes. If you see light, invite that light, white light into yourself. If you see any masters, you can question them. You can ask about yourself. Or you can ask, Master, I want to do meditation with you. Whenever you get anything in the meditation, you can question it. One minute. Take a decision today. From today onwards, I will cultivate the habit of these 7 habits. I will awaken my energy systems. I want to understand more about myself. I want to be a master of myself. 40 seconds. Thirty seconds. Doing meditation is spirituality. Being open, doing outside work is physicality. If you want physical success, success outside, we need to do meditation. Inner success leads to outer success. Inner understanding leads to outer understanding. Inner development leads to outer development. Inner potential leads to outer potential. 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. Fifteen seconds. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly and gently remove your hands. Keep it on your eyes. Slowly and gently. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Count and slowly remove your hands and open your eyes. Let's clap to ourselves and to the meditation, to the energies. So thank you, Vani.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful session. Thank you for this beautiful meditation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.